Hello my Scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and welcome to January 2024. I am bringing with you a Kitaholic Kits design team layout, and who doesn't love a grid layout? So I started by trimming down my photos. My photos were originally 3x4 size and I trimmed them down to just a smidge under 3 inches, I think. I'm thinking that's true. And then I cut just a couple of extra squares out of the matte paper that is like the back side or the B side of like the advertisement part of the packaging of the papers. I'm not really sure how to explain it. They just called them mats, so you could use them to cut up and mat your photos. So I just cut out 3 of the nice bright colourful ones with that purple, the orange, and there's a green one as well. And they're just going to fill in those little extra spots where there are no photographs. I was tempted to not use all the photos and use a few more colours, but then I just couldn't cull which photos not to use. So I'm just using them all. These are pictures from back in September when it was Tom's birthday. He got a building kit for his birthday and he is just heading out around the house to fix all the bits and bobs with his tool belt, his workman's hat, he's got goggles, he's got a face mask, and then of course all the tools as well. And I'm just showing you there that on those 2 colours, I also put 2 of the larger frames, and now I'm going to use some of the chipboard elements to add some ephemera to the page. Now, this ephemera isn't completely a match to what's going on in the pictures, but the color choices work really, really well, and I just decided to roll with it. It works. It's fine. So I'm just popping those on there, and the 2 squares are basically going to be exactly the same as each other. They're going to have the little car and the bus, or the taxi and the bus, 2 of the little stars and a frame, and that's really the only way I'm going to add ephemera to this particular page. Then I did pull from my stash a little 3x4 card that says best kid ever, and it is on that final green square that we haven't seen yet. And the reason why we haven't seen that yet is I stuck that little 3x4 card up on foam and it's just drying and flattening out just a little bit off the side of the screen. I also pulled those little tiny arrows from my stash as well and added 2 of the cute little teeny little bits from the Pink Fresh Studios frames chipboards. And this is pretty much it with this layout. Super simple and super easy, but super effective. Those colored papers were just perfect, and I really loved the background paper. So it wasn't completely white. It just had a little bit of sort of that mixed media look with some text and with some watercolor look to it. But it just worked really perfectly, and it didn't have that same kind of stark effect as a piece of white cardstock. I am going to finish this one up with some splatters. I love having a few little splatters on each of my pages, and I'm just going to use some navy. I was tossing up what color to do, whether I'd use black, but I'm going to go with navy. That's the Heidi Swap splatters, and then some Jen Hatfield gold. And that will finish up this super cute, super quick, super easy layout, but super effective. I feel like this one would be really great for Christmas when you've got quite a few photos that you want to try and incorporate into one layout. I hope you have enjoyed this process video. Thank you for joining me for January. I cannot wait to share many more layouts with you as the month goes on. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a really happy new year, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye everyone.